Hey Zaf, how are you? We'll start with the four breaks of OPG as its release night. So we'll do those four first. And then we'll move on to, we've got several other ones already full. SPA is full, Ingrained is full. And then I imagine Series 1 will be full right after that. So we'll start with the four OPG breaks to start. And then we'll move on from there and circle our way around. Yeah, it should be fun. I would think there'd be at least 10 or so breaks tonight, so should be a good one. And OPG has been flying off the shelves. So we'll be starting right at 8 o'clock, guys. So I'll give you a link here to the other breaks for tonight. We are starting off with the OPG breaks that are all full, and then we'll work our way through the other ones as mentioned. Yeah, it should be fun. New releases are always fun. So all our OPG breaks are full, guys. Plus we've got 2 or 3 other ones on top of that are full. We'll start tonight with our OPG breaks starting at 8 o'clock. And we've also got all kinds of other ones that are close as well. So check out the site. And we'll break tonight whatever fills. Not too long, guys. 15 minutes or so. We will get started. Ten minutes, guys. How's the video and sound tonight, guys? How's everything looking and sounding? Evening, Lyndon. How are you, bud? Hey, True North. What's going on? Everyone excited for some OPG? Oh, didn't you know? That's all right. We'll be doing plan on doing at least one of these every night for the foreseeable future. So you'll have a chance if you want to. I imagine they'll fill pretty quick every day, but yeah, for sure. Yeah, Allure was spectacular this year. Did you? Nice. Yeah, no, super impressed with Allure this year. So we'll do tonight schedule as it stands right now and do the 4 Opeachy breaks, which should take about 15-20 minutes each. I would guesstimate. Then we'll do SPA, then we'll do ingrained icons, then we'll do series 1. So those are the 7 that are full right now. And then we'll circle back around. I'm sure the Mega Mixer giveaway break will go, the Chicago Centennial, and what else will go? I would think Platinum will go as well, and probably Allure. I wouldn't be surprised. They did. Even the veteran content. I mean, it was, the amount of McDavid's and even like Celebrini first year stuff. It was the second year stuff. It was good. Lots of good stuff all over the place. Yeah, and it was fun. Yeah, that's a laugh. That wasn't me. That's somebody in the store. Yeah. Everyone always has fun in the store. All right, so we're going to start tonight with break 18360. This is our 25-26 OPG 4-box team random number 1. right, here we go, everyone. Good luck. Welcome everybody to break 18360 or 2526 OPG 4-box double up number 1 on release day. The new OPG. All right, we have 16 spots in this one. We have Bruins 37, Dang Michael, Bruins 37, R. Bruin, Elvis 62, Alan B. Boy, Cricket, Alan B. Boy in there 4 more times, Noel, Ryan, Bruins 37, and Ryan. Copy down there again to make up our 32 spots. We have Bruins 37 at the top, down to Ryan at the bottom. Bruins 37 down to Ryan. Here we go 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bruins down to Bruins. Get rid of yesterday's ones. Bruins down to Bruins. Grabbing our teams. Anaheim down through to Winnipeg. Anaheim to Winnipeg 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. New Jersey down to Columbus. New Jersey down to Columbus. Here we go with your teams. Bruins 37 with New Jersey, Alan B. Boy, Utah. Bruins 37, Nashville, Alan B. Boy, Vancouver and San Jose. Bruins 37, Vegas and Chicago, Alan B. Boy, Washington. Ryan with Ottawa, Elvis 62, Colorado. Bruins 37, St. Louis. Ryan with Buffalo. Michael, Toronto. Cricket with Pittsburgh. Alan B. Boy with Boston and Detroit. Elvis 62 with Dallas. Dang with Philadelphia. Ryan with Tampa. R. Bruin with Edmonton, Alan B. Boy, Montreal, Noel with Seattle, Alan B. Boy, Minnesota, Michael with Florida, Noel, Los Angeles, Dang with Winnipeg, Alan B. Boy, the Islanders and Anaheim, R. Bruin with the Rangers, Cricket, Carolina, Ryan with Calgary, and Bruins 37 with Columbus. A couple of minutes for trades. Another minute or so for trades. All right, last call for trades, guys. Here we go with our first look at the new OPG. Good luck. 4 boxes. Did he? He had a few spots in this. All right. Marquee rookie of Quinn Hudson for Edmonton. Nino Niederreiter retro for the Winnipeg Jets. Logan Cooley blue parallel for Utah. There are the 4 Nations cards. We will be shipping those as well, as they are above the 500 base card set. Justin Hole retro for Detroit. Jordan Biddington OPG Premier for the St. Louis Blues. Jack Quinn, retro for Buffalo. Oh, those are pretty cool. The playing cards of Sidney Crosby for Pittsburgh. Nice gold ones this year. Very cool. Brandon Duhaime, Washington retro. Justin Barron, blue parallel for Nashville. Marquee rookie of Alexander Nikishin for Carolina, Danton Heinen. Retro for Pittsburgh, Dalibor Dvorsky. Marquee rookie rainbow foil at a 350 for the St. Louis Blues. Nations Face-Off, Four Nations Face-Off of Victor Hedman for Tampa. Philip Gustafson, Four Nations Face-Off Retro. And Jonathan Lekkerimäki, Red Parallel for Vancouver. Michael Misa, Marquee Rookie San Jose. Bo Horvat, Retro for the Islanders. Four Nations Face-Off Blue Parallel, Matthew Tkachuk. Four Nations Face-Off of Zach Werenski. Matthew Barzal, Retro for the Islanders. Anthony Duclair, OPG Premier for the Islanders. Four Nations of JT Miller. Frederick Anderson, Retro for Carolina. Tace Thompson, 3 of Diamonds for the Buffalo Sabres. Marquee rookie Oliver Moore for Chicago. Brendan Gallagher Retro for Montreal. Kirill Marchenko Blue for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Parker Ford, Marquee rookie for Winnipeg. Adrian Kempe for the LA Kings Retro. Very nice. We have a purple parallel out of 49, Michael Brandsegg-Nygaard. 37 out of 49, purple marquee rookie. That's fun. Out of 49. Yeah, they look good this year with the gold, the playing cards. Marquee rookie of Brady Martin. For Nashville, Chandler Stevenson, Seattle Retro, Frank Vetrano Blue, parallel for Anaheim. Axel Sandin Palika, Marquee rookie for Detroit. Luca Cagnoni, Marquee rookie retro for San Jose. Robert Thomas, OPG Premier, a diamond foil. Diamond foil parallel for the St. Louis Blues. Marquee rookie of Harrison Brunicki for Pittsburgh. Pavel Zacha retro for Boston. Brady Tkachuk, OPG Premier for Ottawa. Diamond foils out of 75. Did I miss it on there? How are you, Henry? Oh, it is too. I didn't see it on the side. You are correct, sir. Right on the side there, out of 75. Let's put that in the sleeve. Marquee rookie of Beckett Sinecki for the Anaheim Ducks. Casey Middlestad retro for Boston. 8 of Diamonds. Rasmus Dahlin for Buffalo. I'm doing good, Henry. Thanks. It is, yeah. It's getting. It seems to get better and better every year they do it. Marquee rookie Emmett Finney. Detroit. Kyle McLean, retro for the Islanders. Lane Hudson, blue parallel for Montreal. Marquee rookie Noah Ostlund for Buffalo. Alexi Protas, retro Washington. Mario Ferrero for the San Jose Sharks, 98 out of 100. A black parallel retro for San Jose. Four Nations face-off of Jacob Slavin. Cal McCarr, Four Nations face-off retro. And Sam Reinhart, 9 of spades for Florida. Box number 2. All right, Marquee Rookie Dalibor Dvorsky for St. Louis. Stefan Neeson, New Jersey Retro. Queen of Spades, Sebastian Aho for Carolina. Four Nations Face-Off, Matthew Tkachuk. John Carlson Retro, Washington. Nick Schmaltz, Blue Parallel. Marquee Rookie of John Farinaki, Boston. Nikita Kucherov Retro for Tampa. Matthew Barzal, Black Parallel out of 100 for the Islanders. Dominic Shine, Marquee Rookie for Detroit. Jack Eichel, Four Nations Face-Off, Retro. Wyatt Johnston, 4 diamonds for Dallas. Four Nations Philip Gustafson, Steven Lorenz. Toronto Retro, Four Nations Face-Off Blue, Connor Hellebuck. Luca Cagnoni, Marquee Rookie San Jose. Alex DeBrincat Retro for Detroit. Nathan McKinnon, OPG Premier for Colorado. Four Nations Cale Makar. Jared McCann, Retro. 9 of Clubs, Sanze Kopitar for the LA Kings. Vili Ottavainen, Marquee Rookie Seattle. Jake Bean, Retro for Calgary. 9 of Diamonds, Tom Wilson for Washington. Four Nations Colton Parayko. Travis Konechny, Retro for Philadelphia. Nino Niederreiter, Blue for the Winnipeg Jets. Marquee Rookie of Taylor Ward. Cole Perfetti Retro for the Jets. And Joakim Kemmel, Marquee Rookie Rainbow Foil out of 350 for Nashville. Marquee Rookie of Ville Koivunen for Pittsburgh. Esa Lindell, Four Nations Retro. Ryan Pulock, Red Parallel for the Islanders. Marquee Rookie of Artem Levshinov for Chicago. Matty Beniers Retro Seattle. Barclay Goodrow, a Blue Parallel for San Jose. Four Nations of Erik Karlsson. Connor McMichael Retro for Washington. Matty Beniers, OPG Premier for Seattle. Four Nations of Brad Marchand. Zach Benson Retro for Buffalo. And Danil Mirmanov for Calgary. Blue. Cam Lund, Marquee Rookie for Seattle. David Juracek Retro for Minnesota. Alexander Carrier, Purple out of 49 for the Montreal Canadiens. Michael Brandseg Nygaard, Marquee Rookie Detroit. Sam Renzel, Puzzle Piece. Bounty Puzzle Piece, random at the end. Four Nations Devon Tays, Tyson Forrester Retro Philadelphia, Colton Parayko Blue. Marquee Rookie Jimmy Snuggerud for St. Louis. Barclay Goodrow Retro for San Jose. Alexander Nikishin, OPG Premier for Carolina. Box number 3. Remember with OPG, you used to be able to redeem the packs. You used to be able to send them in for special stuff. You collected all the packs and a whole bunch of them. I remember that. You got like a bonus pack. Easton Cowan, Marquee Rookie for Toronto. Spencer Knight Retro for Chicago. Philip Gustafson, Four Nations Blue. That was fun. Four Nations of Jordan Binnington. Andrei Vasilevsky Retro for Tampa. Kirill Kaprizov OPC Premier. Four Nations of Austin Matthews. Philip Gustafson Retro for Minnesota. 9 of Hearts. Thatcher Demko for Vancouver. Four Nations of Lucas Raymond. Patrick Kane Retro. Tomas Hertl Blue. Vegas. Checklist. Aiden Hill, retro for Vegas. Purple of John Carlson for Washington. Is that a retro checklist or a regular one? It's the 501, so that's a short print checklist, so we'll random that off at the end. Four Nations of Sebastian Aho, Quinn Hudson, Marquee Rookie Retro for Edmonton. Frozen Digits, Nazem Kadri for the Calgary Flames. Frozen Digits, first one of those we've seen. That must be a nice short print insert. Very cool. Four Nations, Jack Eichel, Jason Zucker Retro for Buffalo, and Ilya Labushkin. Dallas. Blue. Marquee Rookie of Noah Laba for the Rangers. Andrei Svechnikov Retro Carolina. Blake Lizotte Blue. Maxim Shabanov. Marquee Rookie for the Islanders. Uri Slafkovsky Retro. Chris Kreider. OPC Premier Anaheim. Rodrigo Abels, Marquee Rookie for Philadelphia. Joey Decord, Retro. Clayton Keller, 2 of Clubs. Marquee Rookie of Scott Brendamore for Carolina. Seamus Casey, New Jersey. Sean Couturier, Blue. Elias Pettersson. Marquee Rookie Jeremy Swayman Retro. Four Nations Face-Off Foil Victor Hedman. Nice one, Tampa. Numbered out of 350. Four Nations of Nathan McKinnon. Ryan Leonard, Marquee Rookie, and 2 Hearts, Matty Beniers. Four Nations, Essa Lindell, Steven Stamkos Retro for Nashville, Tomas Hertl, OPC Premier. Marquee Rookie Ozzy Weisblatt for Nashville, Cam Talbot Retro Detroit, Jack of Diamonds Mikko Rantanen for Dallas. Marquee Rookie Hunter Height for Minnesota. Anton Lundell Retro. Jacob Bryson Blue. Hey Brian, how are you? We've got 3 more OPC breaks to do first, and then we've got, I think, SPA Ingrained in Series 1 after that. Carson Dorwart for Philadelphia. Jordan Binnington Retro. Ethan Frank Marquee Rookie Rainbow Black. Marquee Rookie Rainbow Black out of 100 for Washington. Four Nations UC Saros. Zane Perrick, Marquee Rookie Retro for Calgary, and Jamie Drysdale Red. And fourth and final box. Marquee Rookie Colton Dock for Chicago. Ross Colton Retro for Colorado. Jonathan Huberdeau, Calgary. Jacob Gaucher Philadelphia, Marky Ricky. Logan Cooley, retro for Utah. Andrew Peak. Blue for Boston. Ivan Demidov, Marky Ricky for the Montreal Canadiens. Nice one, Habs. Logan Stankoven, retro. Four Nations face-off foil. Rainbow foil, Austin Matthews. That is a nice looking card. Look at that. That is sharp. Marky Ricky of Matvei Greedon. Skylar Brindamore, Marky Ricky for Carolina Retro, and Axel Sandin Palika for Detroit. Billy Oidavunen, Marky Ricky for Seattle. Emil Littleberg, retro for Tampa, and Vili Oidavunen, or Ottavainen, Marky Ricky for Seattle. Four Nations, Brad Marchand, Mason Laurie, retro, and Brad Marchand, OBC Premier. Elias Pettersson, Marky Ricky for Vancouver. Jack Thompson, retro, San Jose. Matty Beniers, 2 of Hearts. Marky Ricky Camlin for San Jose. Dylan Larkin, retro, 3 of Spades, Kyle Connor. Nathan McKinnon, Four Nations face-off. Sam Carrick for the Rangers, retro, and Dmitry Kulikov for the Florida Panthers. Marky Ricky of Michael Brandseg Nygaard for Detroit. Colin Miller, retro. Artemi Panarin, blue. Four Nations of Devon Tays. Patrick Laine, retro for Montreal. Matthew Poitras, 34 of 100. A black retro for Boston. Jimmy Snuggerud for St. Louis, Marky Ricky. Elias Pettersson, Marky Ricky retro. Another puzzle piece. This one, OPC 2. Marky Ricky of Wyatt Amut for Colorado. UC Saros for Nashville. Uvis Balinski, purple, numbered 15 out of 49 for the Florida Panthers. Four Nations face-off, Mika Zibanejad, Rodrigo Abels, Marky Ricky retro, JT Miller, Jack of Spades. Marky Ricky of Dalibor Dvorsky for St. Louis, Jacob Chitrin retro, Austin Watson blue for Detroit. Four Nations face-off, Matthew Tkachuk, Jordan Martinook for Carolina, and Drake Batherson, OPC Premier. Four Nations, Patrick Laine, Ross Johnston for Anaheim, and Scott Mayfield, blue for the Islanders. Four Nations of Connor Hellebuck, Blake Lizotte retro, and Jimmy Snuggerud, rookie OPC Premier for the St. Louis Blues. Give me a sec, guys. I just want to check that first batch from the first box just to make sure I didn't miss any rookies because they showed up in the third spot. Sorry, I just want to go through and double check I didn't miss anything. Sorry, I know this is boring, but I just want to do it to satisfy myself that I didn't miss anything. did, see? Because I thought there were more rookies in the next 2 boxes. There we go. Yes, I did miss a couple of rookies. 3 of them. Oh my gosh. Because they were coming out in the 3rd card, which I didn't think they would. But then I sort of picked up on it. So there are 3 more rookies, guys. Ryan Leonard for Washington. Roy Cairns for Calgary. And Matthew Wood for Nashville. Just wanted to make sure. I'm glad I did. All right, got a couple of randoms to do here. Give me a sec. All right, so first off, we're going to do the first puzzle piece random. So this is for, we'll do OPC-2. We'll do the first one. All right, here we go, 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Going to Carolina. Second puzzle piece is OPC-8. We go 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's to Florida. And for the retro checklist, 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Going to Nashville. All right, that does it, guys, for our first break of the new OPC, break number 18360. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Thanks very much. Random number 2 is coming right up. Alrighty, here we go. Break 18361. Good luck. Welcome everybody to break 18361. This is our 2526 OPC 4-box double up number 2 on release day. Alright, 16 spots. We have Richard, Big Pappy, Josh, Darcy 44, Brian W, and F, Richard, R Bruin 1, Richard, R Bruin 1, Darcy 44, Cricket, Simon, and Not Fair Bear. Copy down there again to make up our 32 spots. We have Richard at the top, down to Not Fair Bear at the bottom. Richard down to Not Fair Bear. Here we go 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Darcy 44 down to R Bruin 1. Darcy 44, R Bruin 1. Grabbing our teams Anaheim down through to Winnipeg. Anaheim down through to Winnipeg 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Buffalo down to St. Louis. Buffalo down to St. Louis. Here we go with your teams. Darcy 44, Buffalo, Brian with Columbus, R Bruin 1 with the Rangers, Not Fair Bear Montreal, Richard with Dallas, Richard with Anaheim, Brian with Minnesota, Richard with the Islanders, Toronto, and the Ottawa Senators, Josh Boston, Cricket with San Jose, NF with Utah. Darcy 44, Carolina. R. Bruin with Philadelphia, NF with Florida. Simon Nashville, Big Pappy, Detroit. Richard with Chicago and Calgary and Seattle. Cricket with Vegas, Sir Richard with New Jersey. Simon Los Angeles, Darcy 44, Edmonton, Big Pappy, Vancouver. Richard Colorado, R. Bruin 1 with Winnipeg. Josh with Tampa. Darcy 44, Washington, Not Fair Bear with Pittsburgh, and R. Bruin with St. Louis. A couple of minutes for trades. Another minute or so, guys. All right, last call. Here we go with some more OPG. Good luck. Marky Ricky of John Farinaki for Boston. Dylan DeMello Retro and Dalibor Dvorsky Blue. Marky Ricky for St. Louis. Marky Ricky Dominic Shine for Detroit. Kevin Korchinski Retro Chicago. Patrick Line, OPG Premier for Montreal. Four Nations Face-Off Philip Gustafson. Drew O'Connor Retro for Vancouver. Wyatt Johnston. 4 diamonds for Dallas. Marky Ricky Luca Cagnoni San Jose. Alex Iafallo Retro Winnipeg. Andrei Svechnikov Blue for Carolina. Four Nations Face-Off Cale Makar. Johnny Brodzinski for the Rangers. Jordan Binnington. Four Nations Face-Off 60 out of 100. Black Parallel. Four Nations Colton Parayko, John Farinaki, Marky Ricky Retro Boston, Frozen Digits of Sam Reinhart, the Florida Panthers. Marky Ricky Taylor Ward for LA, Matt Rempe Retro for the Rangers, Martin Pospisil Blue, Calgary. Camlin, Marky Ricky for San Jose, Vince Dunn Retro for Seattle, Sam Carrick Blue, the Rangers. I think that's the 4th or 5th so far tonight of that Cam Lund. Marky Ricky of Michael Brandseg Nygaard, Pavel Minchikov Retro for Anaheim, Tyler Toffoli, OPG Premier for San Jose. Four Nations Face-Off Devon Tays, Olin Zellweger Retro, Kirill Kaprizov, Queen of Clubs. Wild. Marky Ricky, Vili Koivunen, Matthias Janmark, Retro for the Oilers, Tom Wilson for Washington, OPG Premier. Marky Ricky Artem Levshinov for Chicago. Will Smith Retro for San Jose. 9 of Clubs. Sanjay Kopitar. Four Nations Eric Carlson. Jesperi Kotkaniemi for Carolina. Arbor Jakai Blue for Montreal. Four Nations face-off Alexander Barkov, Sean Walker. Retro, Uvis Balinski out of 100. Black parallel for Florida. Marquee rookie of Zane Perrick for Calgary. Dominic Shine, marquee rookie retro Detroit. Will Smith, 2 of spades for San Jose. Marquee rookie Jimmy Snuggerud for St. Louis. Andre Lee retro and Tyler Seguin Dallas blue. Marquee rookie Dalibor Dvorsky for St. Louis. Morgan Riley for Toronto. Retro. Four Nations face-off. Henry Yokiharu. Green. Rainbow green. 31 out of 33. Very nice. Matthew Tkachuk, Four Nations face-off. Matthew Tkachuk, Four Nations face-off retro. And Brady Martin, marquee rookie red for Nashville. Marquee rookie of Brady Martin for Nashville. Noel Akari. Pittsburgh. Alex DeBrincat, 7 of clubs for Detroit. Marquee rookie of Harrison Brunicki. Jake Wallman. Retro for Edmonton. Evan Bouchard, blue. Beckett Sinecki. Anaheim marquee rookie Darnell Nurse, retro for Edmonton. Matthew Tkachuk, Four Nations face-off, black parallel, rainbow black. Florida. Marquee rookie of Emmett Finney. Connor Hellebuck, Four Nations for Winnipeg, and Alex Iafallo, red. Marquee rookie Noah Ostlund for Buffalo. Kevin Fiala retro for LA. Cam Lund blue. Four Nations Jacob Slavin. Alexander Barkov retro. Quinn Hughes OPC Premier for Vancouver. Marquee rookie Michael Misa for San Jose. Joseph Will retro for Toronto. 5 of clubs. Philip Forsberg for Nashville. Four Nations, Rasmus Dahlin, Pavel Dorofeyev, retro for Vegas, and King of Hearts, Cale Makar. Marquee rookie Ian Moore for Anaheim, Maverick Bork, retro Timothy Liljegren for San Jose. Four Nations of Mitch Marner, Troy Terry, retro, and Joe Verby, 23 out of 100. For Calgary, black parallel. Four Nations face-off Matthias Ekholm, Colton Dock, marquee rookie retro. Quinn Hughes, black and white, parallel. I said for the Vancouver Canucks. Four Nations face-off of Henry Yokiharu. Brett Howden, Vegas retro, William Eklund, blue for San Jose. Brandon Coots, marquee rookie for Vancouver, Ryan McLeod retro, and Joe Gabriel Pajot for the Islanders. Four Nations of Zach Werenski, Joel Edmondson, retro LA, and Jonathan Kovacevic. Four Nations of JT Miller, Ridley Gregg retro, Nathan McKinnon, 24 out of 100, black parallel, Colorado. Marquee rookie of Oliver Moore, Patrick Laine Four Nations Retro, Jordan Binnington, 6 of clubs. Parker Ford, Marquee Rookie for the Jets, Braden McNabb Retro, Tyler Clevin Blue. Marquee Rookie, Axel Sandine Palika, Scott Lawton Retro, and Macklin Celebrini OPG Premier for the San Jose Sharks. Box number 3. Four Nations of Olimata, Jack Hughes Retro, and Oscar Sundquist, red parallel. Four Nations Sidney Crosby, Seamus Casey Retro for New Jersey, Thatcher Demko OPG Premier, Vancouver. Marquee Rookie of Yanni Nyman for Seattle, Vladislav Nemesnikov Retro, and Michael Brandseg Nygaard, blue for Detroit. Michael Granlund, Four Nations, Ivan Provorov Retro, and Joel Erikssonek, OPG Premier. Four Nations, Brock Nelson, Josh Norris Retro, 3 of Hearts, Jacob Trouba. Four Nations, Brady Tkachuk, Matt Greedon, Calgary. Marquee Rookie Retro, 101 printing plate, Jesper Boyquest for the Florida Panthers. 101 cyan printing plate. Four Nations, Charlie McAvoy, Josh Anderson Retro, Quinton Byfield Blue Parallel. Marquee Rookie Ethan Frank for Washington, Aiden Hill Retro, 8 of Diamonds Rasmus Dahlin. Charlie McAvoy, Four Nations Face-Off, Darcy Kumper Retro, and Lane Hudson, 4 of Diamonds, 4 of Hearts, sorry, for Montreal. Ben Kindle, Marquee Rookie for Pittsburgh, Miles Wood Retro for Colorado, Blake Coleman Blue Parallel. Marquee Rookie Ethan Frank for Washington, Dougie Hamilton Retro, Arbor Jackay Purple Parallel, 3 out of 49 for the Montreal Canadiens. Four Nations Sam Reinhart, Nick Paul Retro, Callie Yarncrook, Toronto Blue. Marquee Rookie of Z. Beam for Minnesota, Adam Fantilli Retro, Noah Ostlund Marquee Rookie, Rainbow Foil out of 350 for the Buffalo Sabres. Four Nations of Jesper Bratt, Ivan Demidov Marquee Rookie Retro for the Montreal Canadiens. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen red for Buffalo. Four Nations Joel Erikssonek, Jackson Lacombe Retro, and Seth Jarvis, OPG Premier. Marquee Rookie of Dylan Duke for Tampa, JJ Moser, Tampa Retro, Quinn Hughes, Queen of Diamonds. Marquee Rookie Gabe Perreault for the Rangers, AJ Greer Retro, and Fabian Zetterlund Blue for Ottawa. Four Nations of William Nylander, Anders Lee Retro for the Islanders, Rickard Rakell, numbered out of 100, black parallel for Pittsburgh. Marquee Ricky Dylan Duke for Tampa. Timothy Logren, retro for San Jose. Dominic Shine, Marquee Ricky Blue for Detroit. Marquee Ricky of Gay Pro for the Rangers. Jack Hughes, retro for New Jersey. Boone Jenner, OPC Premier. William Nylander, Four Nations face-off. Josh Anderson, retro. And Quinton Byfield, 5 of spades. Anton Lundell, Four Nations face-off. Archdeep Baines, retro. And Nicholas Delorier, blue. Marquee Rookie of Dmitry Simishev. Matt Sogard, retro for Ottawa. Jamie Benn, black parallel, 77 out of 100 for Dallas. Four Nations, Connor McDavid. Edmonton, Eric Carlson, Four Nations face-off. And puzzle piece, OPC 9. Random at the end. Brock Nelson, Four Nations. Ryan O'Reilly, retro. And Brian Rust, Pittsburgh blue. David Tomasek. Marquee Ricky for Edmonton. Bobby Brink, retro. Quinton Byfield, OPC Premier. Four Nations, Mikko Rantanen. Connor McDavid, retro. 6 of hearts, Roman Josi for Nashville. Four Nations, Brady Tkachuk, Alex Newhook, and Tyler Myers, blue. And icons, that'll be alright. You're calling it, are you? Ben Kindle, Marquee Rookie for Pittsburgh. Eli Tolvanen. Eli Tolvanen, what am I? Getting all tongue-tied. Marquee Rookie of Emmett Finney. Number 350 foil. Four Nations, Joel Eriksson Ek. Artem Levshinov, Marquee Rookie retro for Chicago. Cole Sillinger, red. Isaac Howard, Marquee Rookie. Jacob Markstrom, retro. And Oli Mata, blue. Marquee Rookie Sam Dickinson for San Jose. Zach Werenski, retro. Matthew Schaefer, OPC Premier Rookie. Nice one for the Islanders. It's our first Schaefer. Marquee Rookie Ryan Suzuki. Andrew Kopp, retro. 10 of hearts, Alexander Barkov. Marquee Rookie Matthew Schaefer for the New York Islanders. Break for the Isles. Garnet Hathaway and Quinn Hughes, blue. Marquee Rookie of Justin Robidas. Bradley Nadeau, retro for Carolina. And Yona Godovic, 85 out of 100 for Florida. And fun effect. Sam Renzel, Marquee Rookie Chicago. Alexander Barkov, retro. Macklin Celebrini, 5 of diamonds for the San Jose Sharks. Alright, one random to do for this puzzle piece. Alright, over to the randomizer, Anaheim down through to Winnipeg. This is for the OPC-9 puzzle piece. Here we go 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Going to Minnesota. Going to Mini. Alright, that does it for break number 18361. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Thanks very much. That's a stack of cards. Yeah, that's the base cards. I wouldn't let regular cards stack that, or the hits stack that high. It's a little bit dangerous. Just the base cards. All right, next up is 18362. Yeah, we've got a total of 7 breaks full already, guys. But no, fill up the other ones. I'll keep breaking for you. A lot of the breaks are sort of smaller, 3-4 boxes already full, so it shouldn't take too long to run through them. So there will be time at the end to fill some more, or break some more. So feel free to fill up some other stuff. So this is break 18362. Good luck. Welcome everybody to break 18362. This is our 2526 Opeachy 4-box double up number 3. All right, 16 spots. Frank, Jen, Connor, Paul, John. Crime in the City, Elvis 62, John, Shonalyn. I think Jay Corgi. Sorry. Jay Corgi, Tiggs, John, Ironhide, Connor, John, NF, and Ironhide. Copy down there again to make up our 32 spots. We've got Frank, Jen at the top, down to Ironhide at the bottom. Frank, Jen down to Ironhide. Here we go 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have Shonalyn down to John. Shonalyn down to John, grabbing our teams Anaheim down through to Winnipeg. Anaheim down through to Winnipeg 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. St. Louis down to Winnipeg. St. Louis down to Winnipeg. Here we go with your teams. Shonalyn with St. Louis, NF with Vegas. Frank, Jen, Edmonton. Crime in the City, Colorado. Ironhide with Vancouver. John with Dallas. Shonalyn, Montreal. John with Tampa. Paul with the Rangers. Connor with Ottawa. Ironhide with Buffalo. NF with Los Angeles. Tiggs with Detroit. John with the Islanders. Ironhide with Toronto. Paul, Nashville. Ironhide with Florida. Connor with Anaheim. John, Boston. Jay Corgi with New Jersey and Carolina. Crime in the City with Calgary. Frank, Jen, Pittsburgh. Connor with Utah. Tiggs with Chicago. Elvis with San Jose. John with Seattle, Minnesota, and Washington. Connor with Columbus. Elvis 62, Philadelphia. And John with Winnipeg. A couple of minutes for trades. Thank you very much. Another minute so for trades. Alright, let's go. Here we go. OPG number 3. One more after this, then we're on to something else. Alright, Marky Ricky of Carson Dorward for Philadelphia. Dylan Cousins Retro Ottawa. Thatcher Demko 9 of Hearts. Four Nations of UC Saros. Jamie Alexiak Retro and Jordan Greenway Blue. Easton Cowan, Marky Ricky for Toronto, Max Domi Retro, Four Nations face-off, Eric Carlson, 20 out of 100, Black Parallel. Four Nations of Jordan Binnington, Noah Laba, Marky Ricky Retro, and Bo Horvat Red. Yes, SP Game Used is coming out in a couple weeks. Austin Matthews, Four Nations, Brendan Othman, Retro, and Matt Vi Greedon. Marky Ricky. Lucas Raymond, Four Nations, Ivan Barbashev, Retro, and Connor McDavid, OPG Premier for Edmonton. Justin Robidas, Marky Ricky, Shane Wright, Retro, Macklin Celebrini 5 at Diamonds. Oh, we'll have a lot. But it never hurts to pre-order. Seth Jarvis Retro for Carolina. Clayton Keller, 2 of Clubs. I mean, pre-ordering is always the best option if you know you're going to want it, because you lock in that price based on supply and etc. So, but we do have lots coming in. Sam Renzel, Marky Ricky for Chicago. Beck Mallinston, Retro for Buffalo. Sebastian Aho Blue. Four Nations of Sebastian Aho, Jet Luchenko, Retro Philadelphia, Keegan Kolser, a Blue for Vegas. Marky Ricky Noah Laba for the Rangers, Andrei Kuzmenko Retro, and Isaiah George, numbered out of 100, Black Parallel for the Islanders. Maxim Shabanov, Marky Ricky for the Islanders, Maxim Shabanov rookie for the Islanders Retro. Number 75, Elias Pettersson. Diamond foil for the Vancouver Canucks. Marky Ricky Rodrigo Abels, Jason Robertson Retro Dallas, and Samuel Urson Blue. Marky Ricky of Skylar Brandamore, Oli Mata Retro, and Michael Misa Rookie OPG Premier for San Jose. Four Nations Jack Eichel, Dustin Wolf Retro for Calgary, Charlie McAvoy Black, numbered out of 100 for Boston. Essa Lindell, Four Nations, Sebastian Aho, Four Nations Retro, and Jack Hart's Jack Hughes. Marky Ricky Ozzy Wise Black for Nashville, Nick Foligno Retro, and Jake DeBrusk Blue. Hunter Height, Marky Ricky for Minnesota, Frank Vetrano, and Dylan Strome. OPG Premier for Washington. And Henry Yokiharu, Oscar Sunquest Retro, and Jack Eichel Queen Hearts. Marquee rookie of Braden Kutz, Semyon Varlamov retro, and Valtteri Pustinen blue. Four Nations Charlie McAvoy, Brett Kulak retro, and Four Nations Zach Werenski. Rainbow foil at a 350. Four Nations Sidney Crosby, Easton Cowan Marquee rookie retro for Toronto, and David Gustafson red. Marquee rookie Ethan Frank for Washington, Elias Sorokin retro, Jacob Gaucher for the Philadelphia Flyers. Marquee rookie of Joachim Kemmel, William Eklund retro, and Ivan Demidov Premier rookie, OPG Premier rookie for Montreal. Marquee rookie Emmett Finney for Detroit, Austin Watson retro, and Braden Point OPG Premier. Marquee rookie of Mark Gatcomb for the Islanders, Mark Kastelic, and Rupe Hintz. Dallas, 6 of diamonds. Four Nations of Oli Mata, Jake DeBrusk Vancouver retro, and Chandler Stevenson blue. Michael Callahan, Marquee rookie Boston, Joel Farabee retro, Michael Callahan numbered out of 100. Black Marquee rookie, Boston. Four Nations Sam Reinhart, Jordan Binnington. Four Nations, and Nathan McKinnon. Numbered 64 to 75, Pink Magma Preview for the Colorado Avalanche. OPG Platinum Pink Magma Preview. 64 out of 75. Hey, Alan. I won't be doing any more breaks tonight, but I'll definitely add one at the end of the night for tomorrow. Marquee rookie Z. Beam for Minnesota, Oliver Borgstrand retro, and Connor Michael blue for Washington. Four Nations Jesper Bratt, Blake Coleman retro, a rookie premiere of Brady Martin for Nashville. I'll see how we go. I'll do one to start. Noah Osland, Marquee rookie for Buffalo, Isaiah George retro, 9 of spades, Sam Reinhart for Florida. Four Nations Jacob Slavin, Philip Dano retro, Pavel Bushnevich blue. Four Nations of Rasmus Dahlin, Marco Casper retro, Alex Turcotte purple, number 19 out of 49 for the LA Kings. Always try. Always try. Ian Moore for Anaheim, UC Saros retro, 10 of diamonds, Connor Hellebuyck. Four Nations of Mitch Marner, Carson Soucy, and Philip Danoblu. Hi, Marquee rookie Justin Robidas, Shane Gostisbehere retro, Four Nations face-off blue, Devon Tays. Sam Rinzel, Marquee rookie Mackie Samoskevich retro for Florida, Gabriel Landeskog, OPG Premier for Colorado. Jack Eichel, Four Nations, Jonas Brodin, retro for Minnesota, Claude Giroux, 5 of hearts. Marquee rookie of Carson Dorwart for Philadelphia, Braden Shen retro, Nick Seeler blue for Philly. Four Nations of Essa Lindell, Elias Pettersson Retro, and Jason Zucker Blue. Marquee Rookie Ozzie Weisblatt for Nashville, Connor Hellebuck Retro. Jake Sanderson, Purple, number 25/49 for the Ottawa Senators. Marquee Rookie of Hunter Knights for Minnesota, Cam Lund. San Jose, Connor McDavid, OPG Platinum Preview. Nice at for Edmonton, Sharp Platinum Preview. That's going to be hot this year as well. Four Nations use Ciceros, Leon Draisaitl Retro for Edmonton, Zach Werenski, OPG Premier. Marquee Rookie of Easton Cowan for Toronto, Brett Pesce for New Jersey, 6 of Spades, Montreal, Cole Caulfield. Marquee Rookie of Dmitry Simishev, Aaron Ekblad Retro, Jamie Alexiak Blue. Four Nations, Jordan Binnington, Evan Rodriguez for Florida, and Ty Emberson, a blue for Edmonton. Four Nations, Austin Matthews, Zach McEwen, Retro for Ottawa, Anthony Beauvillier out of 100, Washington Black Parallel. Four Nations of Lucas Raymond, Michael Brandt-Nygaard, Marquee Rookie Retro for Detroit, and Matthew Barzal, 7 of Diamonds. Islanders. Four Nations, Connor McDavid, Sonny Milano, Washington Retro, Nick Leddy, OPG Premier for St. Louis. Marquee Rookie, Isaac Howard, James Malatesta Retro, and Connor Bedard. 8 of Spades for Chicago. Marquee Rookie Sam Dickinson for San Jose, Thomas Chabot Retro, Eetu Luosterainen, blue for Florida. Marquee Rookie Ryan Suzuki, Karel Vejmelka, Utah Retro, Michael Misa, Marquee Rookie, numbered out of 350 Rainbow Foil for San Jose. Marquee Rookie Matthew Schaefer for the Islanders. Brad Marchand Retro, Four Nations, and Ryan McDonough Red. Fourth and final box, our third break of the new OPG. One more to go coming up after this. All right, Sam Dickinson, Marquee Rookie, San Jose, Katagoche Retro, Nikita Kucherov, OPG Premier for Tampa. Ryan Suzuki, Marquee Rookie, Carolina, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen Retro for Buffalo, Connor Bedard, 8 of Spades for Chicago. Marquee Rookie, Matthew Schaefer for the Islanders. Nazem Kadri Retro, Jeremy Swayman Blue. Marquee Rookie Justin Robidas, Jakob Dobish Retro for Montreal. Dylan McIlrath, numbered out of 49, purple for Washington. Marquee Rookie Sam Rinzel, Isaac Howard, Marquee Rookie Retro for Edmonton, and Claude Giroux, 5 of Hearts. Four Nations Jack Eichel, Niles Hoglander Retro, and Mika Zibanejad, Four Nations Blue. Marquee Rookie Ozzy Weisblatt for Nashville. Cole Sillinger Retro. Cole Caulfield 6 of spades. Four Nations Essa Lindell. Jesper Bratt Retro and Rookie of Beckett Sinecki. OPC Premier. Nice one. Beckett Sinecki. Four Nations William Nylander. David Gustafson Retro. Zach Werenski 7 of Hearts. Four Nations Anton Lundell, Neil Pionk, Winnipeg, and Chris Tanev Blue. Dmitry Simishev, Utah, Kevin Hayes Retro, and Jonathan Lekaramaki, number 10 out of 100, black parallel for Vancouver. Four Nations Connor McDavid, Four Nations Retro. Clayton Keller, number 75, OPC Premier, diamond foil for Utah. Marquee Rookie Isaac Howard for Edmonton, Mackenzie Weegar Retro for Calgary, Travis Konechny Blue. Marquee Rookie of Hunter Heights for Minnesota, Rasmus Anderson Calgary, Dylan DeMello Blue. Rasmus Ristolainen Retro for Philadelphia, Four Nations Alexander Barkov, rainbow foil out of 350. UC Saros, Four Nations, Sam Dickinson, Marquee Rookie Retro for San Jose, Nino Niederreiter Red for Winnipeg. Marquee Rookie Easton Cowan for Toronto, Torrey Krug Retro St. Louis, Kirby Dach Blue for Montreal, and Tyler Pack. Jordan Binnington, Four Nations, Nikita Zadorov, and Mikko Rantanen, OPG Premier for Dallas. All right, that does it for break number 18362. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Thanks very much. All right, our fourth OBG rate. Break 18363. Give me 2 minutes here, guys. Grab a quick drink here so I don't lose my voice. And I'll be back with you in just a minute.
We'll see when they come in. Yeah, but I mean, also at the same time, like, I mean, we can set those aside and say question mark, but at the same time, we have it listed as per customer, not per customer. Right. So technically, they're not breaking any of those. Right. Technically. Yeah. I'm with you. Yeah. But technically. So should we put them together? No. I can almost guarantee that the response will be yes. Okay. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Break 18363. Good luck, guys. Welcome, everybody, to break 18363. Our 2526 OPG 4-box develop. All right, over to the randomizer. 16 spots. We have Richard, Alan B-Boy, Richard. R. Bruin 1, Bruins 37. Murph, Richard, Cricket, Matthew, Bruins 37, Alan B-Boy in there 3 times. Clay and Bruins 37. Copy down there again to make up our 32 spots. Richard down to Bruins. Richard down to Bruins. Here we go 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Richard R. Bruin. Richard down to R. Bruin. Grabbing our teams Anaheim down through to Winnipeg. Anaheim down through to Winnipeg 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Washington, Columbus. Washington down to Columbus. Here we go with your teams. Richard with Washington and Los Angeles. Alan B-Boy with Toronto. Richard with Vegas. Richard with Seattle. Alan B-Boy, Carolina. R. Bruin with San Jose. Alan B-Boy with Nashville and the Islanders. Bruins 37, Chicago. Matthew with Vancouver. Murph, Florida. Cricket, the Rangers. Alan B-Boy, Winnipeg. Matthew with Dallas. Richard with Montreal. Murph with Pittsburgh. Richard with Anaheim. Bruins 37, Tampa, Philadelphia, and Ottawa. Clay with Buffalo. Alan B-Boy with Utah. Clay with Boston. Alan B-Boy with Detroit. Cricket with Colorado. Bruins 37, Minnesota. Alan B-Boy, Calgary. Bruins 37, New Jersey. Alan B-Boy with St. Louis and Edmonton. And Bruin with Columbus. Couple of minutes for trades. Another minute or so. All right, last call for trades. Here we go. Good luck, guys. OPG 4-boxer number 4. Alrighty, we start with marquee rookie of Ben Kindle. Alexis Lafreniere, retro for the Rangers, and 5 of spades, Quinton Byfield. 4 Nations of Joel Eriksson X, Sidney Crosby, retro, Jake Guentzel, blue. Dylan Duke, marquee rookie for Tampa, Drew Doughty, retro, and Erik Karlsson, 4 Nations face-off at a 350 rainbow foil. Marquee rookie of Gabe Perreault for the Rangers, Lucas Raymond, retro, and Simon Benoit, red for Toronto. William Nylander, 4 Nations, Tata Toffoli, retro, Ivan Demidov, marquee rookie blue, nice hit for the Montreal Canadiens. Anton Lundell, 4 Nations face-off, Caden Korzak, retro, Matthew Barzal, premier, OPG premier for the Islanders. Marquee rookie of Yanni Nyman, Dmitry Voronkov retro, Ivan Demidov, 3 of clubs for Montreal. Marquee rookie Dmitry Simishev for Utah, Anthony Duclair retro, and Alexander Barkov 10 hearts. Four Nations Connor McDavid, Tyler Kleven retro for Ottawa, Ilya Mikheyev, Chicago Blue. Isaac Howard, Marquee rookie Edmonton, Dylan Strome retro Washington, Colton Parayko Four Nations face-off purple, numbered out of 49. Sam Dickinson, Marquee rookie. We have a retro checklist. Random at the end. Tage Thompson. Oh, base, I guess. Oh, he's got a helmet. That might be a variation. He's not wearing a helmet. That must be a variation. Gotta put that one in there as a variation. Four Nations of Michael Granlund, Scott Mayfield retro, and Jordan Stahl blue. Ryan Suzuki, Marquee rookie, Matt Waugh retro, and Boone Jenner blue. Marquee rookie Matthew Schaefer for the Islanders. Martin Pospisil retro and Drew Doughty OPC Premier. Brock Nelson. Four Nations. Sean Monahan retro. Mackenzie Blackwood, numbered 78 of 100 for Colorado. Marquee rookie of David Tomasek. Austin Matthews retro, Four Nations, and 6 of Hearts Roman Josi. Four Nations Mikko Rantanen and Adam Lowry retro, and Semyon Varlamov blue. Four Nations Brady Tkachuk, Nick Seeler retro, and Sebastian Aho OPC Premier. Box number 2. Four Nations Nathan McKinnon, Jake Sanderson retro, Morgan Riley OPC Premier. Marquee rookie Wyatt Amut, Pierre-Luc Dubois retro, 8 of Hearts, Brock Faber for Minnesota. Four Nations, Mika Zibanejad, Jackson Blake retro, Spencer Knight blue. Four Nations, Patrick Laine, Cole Caulfield retro, Owen Power black parallel, 87 out of 100 for El Buffalo. Four Nations of Connor Hellebuck, Jimmy Snuggerud, Marquee rookie retro, puzzle piece, OPC-6, random at the end. Marquee rookie Colton Dock, Chicago, Adam Pellich, retro for the Islanders, Caden Korzak, blue for Vegas. Elias Pettersson, Marquee rookie Vancouver, Nick Suzuki retro, and Jimmy Snuggerud, Marquee rookie blue for St. Louis. Retro Andre Palat, Jet Luchenko. That's just a regular, no, that is a short print checklist for 5 to 600. So that one will be a random as well. All-Star and Rookie checklist. Sebastian Aho Four Nations. Another retro checklist. Random at the end. And Garrett, Garnet Hathaway. OPG Premier. Marquee rookie Jacob Gaucher. Victor Mancini Retro. Jonathan Huberdeau. OPG Premier for Calgary. Marquee rookie of Noah Alaba. Another retro checklist. And Carlton Joker. Nice one, Toronto. Cool card. Joker. Marquee rookie of Maxim Shabanov. Kent Johnson Retro. And Nick Jensen Blue for Ottawa. Marquee rookie Rodrigo Abels. Elias Lindholm Retro. Artem Levshinov. Marquee rookie foil out of 350 Chicago. Marquee rookie Skylar Brendamore. Devin Tays. Four Nations Retro. And Chandler Stevenson Red. Ivan Devinov, Marquee rookie for the Montreal Canadiens. Yakov Trenin, retro for Minnesota. Timo Meyer, four spades for New Jersey. Marquee rookie of Matvei Greedon. Stuart Skinner, Edmonton retro. Radko Gudas, blue for Anaheim. Billy Ottavainen, marquee rookie Seattle, Ryan Strome. And purple checklist out of 49. That's the checklist in this one. Brad Marchand, Four Nations. Dalibor Dvorsky, marquee rookie St. Louis. Tom Wilson, 9 of diamonds. Taylor Ward, marquee rookie LA, Ryan Greaves retro, and 8 of clubs of Jake Gunsel for Tampa. Vili Koivunen, marquee rookie for Pittsburgh, Ilya Labushkin, retro for Dallas, Philip Forsberg blue. Marquee rookie Artem Levshinov for Chicago, Roman Josi retro Nashville, Ethan Frank, marquee rookie rainbow foil out of 350 Washington. Eric Carlson, Four Nations face-off, Wyatt Amut, marquee rookie retro for Colorado, and Alex Vlasic red for Chicago. Alexander Barkov, Four Nations face-off. Nico Mikola, retro for Florida. Brad Marchand, Four Nations blue. Marquee rookie Zane Perrick for Calgary. Cole Smith, retro for Nashville. Alex Ovechkin, OPG Premier for Washington. Marquee rookie of Quinn Hudson for Edmonton. William Karlsson, retro for Vegas. Connor McDavid, ace of spades for the Edmonton Oilers. Marquee rookie Ryan Leonard for Washington. Mario Ferrero, retro for San Jose. Ryan O'Reilly, blue for Nashville. Rory Cairns, marquee rookie Calgary. Casey DeSmith, retro. And Tyler Clevin, purple. Numbered 43 out of 49 for the Ottawa Senators. Marquee rookie Matthew Wood, Nashville. Mika Zibanejad, Four Nations. And Thomas Chabot, retro. Alexander Nikishin, marquee rookie for Carolina. Shea Theodore, retro. And David Perron, blue parallel for the Ottawa Senators. Four Nations, Victor Hedman, Vincent Desharnais retro for San Jose, Jacob Slavin OPC Premier for Carolina. Marquee Rookie of John Fernacki. Sam Reinhart Retro. 7 of Spades Robert Thomas. Marquee Rookie of Dominic Shine for Detroit. Brian Rust Retro for Pittsburgh. Jonas Corpusalo Blue for Boston. Four Nations Philip Gustafson. Jake Evans Retro. Shane Gostis pair. Excuse me. Sorry. 45 out of 100 for Carolina. That was away from the cards, I promise. Nathan McKinnon Retro for Colorado. 2 of Diamonds. Owen Tippett. I missed a rookie there. Yeah, Marquee Rookie of Luca Cagnoni. Thanks. Don't call me by surprise, sorry. Kamakar, Four Nations, Brandon Hagel, Retro for Tampa, Sidney Crosby Blue. Oh, did we? Oh, no. That must mean something. I don't know what, but that must mean something. Colton Parayko, Retro, Vili Hanola, and Leon Draisaitl. It just came out of nowhere. Four Nations, Charlie McAvoy, Keegan Colser, and John Fernacki. Marquee Rookie Blue for Boston. Four Nations, Sidney Crosby, Colin Graff, Retro, and Evgeny Malkin, Premier for Pittsburgh. Jesper Boyquist, Retro, King of... Did I miss another rookie again? King of Clubs for Toronto. I did too. Ethan Frank. That sneeze messed up my rhythm. All right, Joachim Kemmel, Marquee Rookie for Nashville. Igor Shesterkin Retro. Henrik Laperriere. Laperriere for Washington. Marquee Rookie of Mark Gatcombe, Tristan Jarry Retro, Jordan Kyrou Black Parallel, 37 out of 100 for the Blues. Four Nations, Oli Mata, Taylor Ward Marquee Rookie Retro, Kyle McLean, 101 printing plate, cyan printing plate for the New York Islanders. Second printing plate in this case. Michael Callahan, Marquee Rookie Boston, Artemi Panarin Retro, and Ivan Barbashev. Four Nations of Rasmus Dahlin, Ilya Mikheyev Retro for Chicago, Colin Miller, Blue. Marquee Rookie Ian Moore, Philip Chittle, Retro, and OPC Premier of Axel Sandin Palika. Rookie Detroit. Four Nations of Mitch Marner, Arturi Lehkonen Retro, and Connor Hellebuck 10 of Diamonds. Four Nations of Matthias Ekholm, Landon Slaggert Retro, William Carrier Blue. Four Nations of Henry Yokiharu, Rupe Hintz Retro, and Sidney Crosby Four Nations Foil, numbered out of 350. Braden Coots, Marquee Rookie. Colton Parayko, all Four Nations Retro, and Jesperi Kotkaniemi. Four Nations Sam Reinhart, Alexandre Carrier, and Thatcher Demko OPC Premier. Zebium, Marquee Rookie, Carter Verhage Retro, and 6 of Diamonds, Arupa Hints. Four Nations, Jesper Bratt, Jake Lucchini, and Jordan Kyrou Blue. Marquee Rookie of Yanni Nyman, Ben Chariot Retro, David Pasternak, Purple, 10 out of 49 for Boston. Four Nations of Michael Granlund, Ville Koivunen, Marquee Rookie Retro. Sorry. And Ivan Demidov, 3 of clubs. I dropped the Demidov. All good though. All right, bunch of randoms to do here. Quite a lot of checklists and stuff. All right, over to the randomizer. First, we're going to do, let's do the puzzle piece first, because the rest are all checklists. So this is for the OPC 6 puzzle piece, 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Going to Montreal. All right, puzzle pieces. We've got the regular one. We've got 3 retros and a purple. So first we'll do the regular one, the rookie checklist and Four Nations checklist. This is card number 600. Here we go 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Going to Vegas. All right, so we've got the 3 retro checklists. We've got the card number 300, 400, and 600. So we'll do 300 first. These are for the retro ones. Here we go 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That one going to Pittsburgh. Next is the 400. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Vegas. Next is the 600. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Montreal. And next the purple. Purple out of 49, card number 500. Here we go, 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Going to the Rangers. All right, that does it for break number 18363. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Thanks very much. All right, so that's all our OPC breaks for tonight. As I said, I will post another one for tomorrow at least. We do take quite a bit of time, so try and hit that 1 a day mark. See how we go. All right, we do have 3 or 4 more breaks already full. Next up, we're going to do SPA. Just a couple minutes here, guys, and we'll get started with SPA. Yeah, we're going to do SPA, then we'll do ingrained, and then we'll do Series 1. That was a lot of OPG. Hey, at least we weren't doing cases of it. Could have been worse. Could have been 4 16-box cases. All right. 183. Oh, sorry, 18356. Good luck, everyone. Welcome to break 18356. This is our 3 years of SPA. We've got a box 22-23, box of 23-24, and box of 24-25. All right, over to the randomizer. We have 16 participants. We have Dice Man, Lewis David, Caputs, Meladuc, Mackenzie, Russell, Alan B. Boy in there twice, Russell, Aaron, Mark T.S., Brian, Meladuc, Dice Man, JB, and Russell. Copy down there again to make up our 32 spots. We have Dice Man at the top, down to Russell at the bottom. Dice Man down to Russell. There we go 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, that was the case. Melduc down to Aaron. There's 16 boxes in a case of OPG. Melduc down to Aaron. Grabbing our teams Anaheim down through to Winnipeg. Anaheim down through to Winnipeg 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Seattle down to Columbus. Seattle down to Columbus. Here we go with your teams. Melduc with Seattle, JB Dallas. Melduc with San Jose. Alan B. Boy with the Rangers. Mark T.S. with Ottawa. Lewis David with Boston. Alan B. Boy Philadelphia. Russell with Nashville. Dice Man with LA and Edmonton. Melduc with New Jersey. Aaron with Calgary. Melduc with Carolina. Russell with Minnesota. Brian, Florida. Caputs, Montreal. Dice Man, Toronto. Mackenzie with Arizona, Utah. JB, Washington. Alan B. Boy, the Islanders. Mark T.S. with Pittsburgh. Russell with Tampa. Brian with Detroit. Dice Man with Anaheim. Russell, Chicago. Mackenzie with Colorado. Lewis with Vancouver. Russell with Winnipeg. Alan B. Boy, St. Louis. Caputs with Buffalo. Russell with Vegas. And Aaron with Columbus. A couple of minutes for trades. Another minute or so. I'll hide all these OPG breaks, get them off the site so you guys can see what's left. Make it a bit easier because there's lots up there. All right, last call, guys, for any trades. There we go. Let's start with 22-23. Good luck. All right, Future Watch Red, Atu Ratti. Collaborations Kachuk and Stutzla for Ottawa. Victor Lodin out of $9.99. Future Watch Rookie for Ottawa. Ryan O'Reilly, red for St. Louis. Jack Hughes and Jesper Bratt. Collaborations New Jersey. Pageantry, Miro Heiskanen, Dallas. Matt Boldy, Future Watch Red for Minnesota. Matty Beniers, top rookie. And Pageantry, Carter Hart, Philadelphia. True Leaders, Austin Matthews for Toronto. Leon Draisaitl, Spectrum FX. Pageantry, Mark Messier for Edmonton. Sebastian Aho, Limited Red for Carolina. Shane Wright, top rookie, Seattle. And Braden Tracy, Pageantry, Anaheim. Matt Zuccarello, Limited Red for Minnesota. Matai Blumel, top rookie for Dallas. And Niles Aman, Spectrum FX Future Watch for Vancouver. Future Watch Red, Braden Patchell for Vegas. Alex Ovechkin, True Leaders, Washington. And UC Saros, Pageantry for Nashville. Future Watch Red, Linus Sandin for Philadelphia. Patrice Bergeron, True Leaders. Samuel Poulin out of $9.99. Future Watch Rookie Auto for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Pavel Kochetkov for Carolina, top rookie. Very cool. For the Seattle Kraken, 41 out of 99. Sign of the Times Gold. Release me Kraken. Or release the Kraken. Looks like. Release the Kraken. Very cool. Inscribed Sign of the Times Gold. Very cool. Seattle. Cold End. Pageantry, Matthias Michelli. Tim Stutzla, Limited Red. To Juuso Parssinen, top rookie. And Matthias Michelli, Pageantry, red. All right, on to 23-24. Daniel Gushin, freshman focus for San Jose. Brock Faber, Pageantry. Troy Terry, Limited Red. John Beecher, freshman focus. Tage Thompson, Spectrum FX for Buffalo. Drew Hellison, Future Watch Red for Anaheim. Spectrum FX Future Watch Matthew Coronado for Calgary. Evolve Jonathan Marchessault, Anton Lundell, Limited Red. Evolve of Eric Carlson, Luke Hughes, Pageantry, New Jersey, and Tristan Luneau, Future Watch Red. Evolve of Carter Verhaeghe, Adrian Kempe, Pageantry, LA, and Anze Kopitar, Limited Red, LA. Yuri Patera, freshman focus for Vegas. Stuart Skinner, Pageantry, Edmonton. Martin Pospisil, Future Watch Limited Red. Panarin and Kreider, collaborations. Ty Emerson, Future Watch Rookie at a $9.99 for San Jose. And Roman Josi, Limited Red. Connor Zary at a $9.99. Future Watch Rookie Auto for the Calgary Flames. Nice one, Calgary. Connor Zary. Blake Coleman, Nazem Kadri, Samuel Nazco. Future Watch Red. Curated signatures, Frank Vetrano for the Anaheim Ducks, numbered out of 299. Owen Beck, Future Watch, or Owen Beck, Freshman Focus, and Ilya Sorokin. Excuse me. Limited red. And Tim Stutz, Leclos, Drew Collaborations, Larry Robinson, Pageantry, and Brock Faber, Future Watch red. Third and final box, our 24-25 SP Authentic. How about a big Celebrini? Freshman Focus, Lucas Cormier for Vegas. John Tavares, Pageantry, Liam Oberon, Future Watch red. Matt Vallada out of 999. Future Watch Rookie Auto for Utah. Matt Vallada, Future Watch Rookie Auto. Comic Lane, Freshman Focus, Logan Morrison, Future Watch Limited red. Logan Morrison, Freshman Focus green. Wendell Clark, Pageantry Toronto. Wanze Kopitar Limited red. Brian Clark, UD Authentics Auto for the LA Kings. Artemi Panarin, Maximum Performance. Clayton Keller Limited red. JT Miller, Maximum Performance. Charlie Lindgren, Pageantry, Washington. Jesper Wallstedt, Future Watch red. JT Miller, Maximum Performance. Miro Heiskanen, Pageantry, and Igor Shesterkin, Limited red. Collaborations, Matthews and Marner. Philip Ronick, Pageantry, and Landon Slaggert, Future Watch red for Chicago. Oh, I saw San Jose. Out of 999, Future Watch Rookie Auto, Ethan Cardwell for the San Jose Sharks. That was exciting. Ethan Cardwell, Logan Stankoven, Ivan Fedotov, Future Watch red. Yeah, so close. UD Authentics Auto, Leon Draisaitl for the Edmonton Oilers. Very nice. Is that 4 autos in this box? Or am I dreaming? Leon Draisaitl, what a beaut. I wasn't expecting that. Extra auto. Congrats to Edmonton. Austin Matthews, Maximum Performance. Connor Hellebuck, Limited red. Five autos. Ilya Samsonov, Chirography Auto for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think that was 5 autos, unless I'm losing my mind, which is quite possible. That was a lot of OPG earlier. And Akil Thomas, Freshman Focus, Sebastian Aho, Limited red. All right, we have our Evolve cards. One of the stack of Evolves here. And that Draisaitl was a big auto, too. I would have normally been more excited, but I wasn't expecting the auto. All right, left, middle, right. Here we go 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, going to the players on the right-hand side. All right, that does it, guys, for our 3-boxer of SPA. Congrats to Edmonton on that one. Very nice. Thanks, guys. Yeah, when you're not expecting another auto to come, it wasn't. I didn't even see it before I sort of called it out and realized what it was. We'll take it. We'll take it. Our little 2-boxer of icons is up next. Alrighty, here we go. Good luck, everyone. Our 2-boxer of Ingrained, break 18353. Welcome everybody to break 18353. This is our 24-25 Ingrained Icons 2-box double up. Alright, 15 spots in this one. We have Aaron, Brian, Aaron, Gigi, Not Fair Bear, Brian, Zaf, Moose 74, Zaf, Luca, Jim, Gigi, Dave, and Luca. Cover down there again to make up our 30 spots. We have Aaron at the top, down to Luca at the bottom. Aaron down to Luca. Here we go 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Dave down to Brian. Dave down to Brian. We have our team combos into the randomizer. Anaheim down through to Winnipeg. Here we go 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ottawa down to Arizona and Retro Jets. Ottawa down to Arizona and the Retro Jets. Here we go with your teams. Dave with Ottawa, Luca with St. Louis, Brian with Vancouver, Aaron with Montreal, Luca with Detroit, Brian with Carolina and the Whalers, Jim with the Islanders, Moose 74 with Buffalo, Brian with Calgary, Aaron with Anaheim, Jim with Nashville, and Not Fair Bear with Washington, Luca with Florida, Dave with Toronto, Zaf with the Winnipeg Jets and the Thrashers, Gigi with Minnesota, Zaf with Tampa, Gigi with Columbus, Zaf with Boston, Not Fair Bear with San Jose, Zaf with Dallas and the North Stars, Gigi with the Rangers, Aaron with Colorado and the Nordiques, Luca with Chicago, Aaron Philadelphia, Moose 74 with LA, Brian with Pittsburgh and Edmonton, Gigi with the New Jersey Devils, Brian with the Arizona Coyotes and the Retro Jets. A couple of minutes for trades, guys. Another minute, guys, for trades. All right, last call for trades in Ingrained. Here we go. Good luck, guys. Our little 2-boxer of icons. All right, we have Rick Middleton for the Boston Bruins. Mike Modano for Dallas. Joe Mullen out of 199, silver for Calgary. Sammy Sallow for the Vancouver Canucks, auto. Ingrained auto, hard signed. That was Sammy Sallow. Stefan Quintal, auto for the Montreal Canadiens. And we have a cut of class for the Quebec Nordiques, 46 out of 49, Guy Lafleur. Guy Lafleur, cuts of class. A stick piece for the Nordiques. All right, in our second box. Tiger Williams for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Jean Rattel for the New York Rangers. Numbered out of 199, silver of Shane Corson for Montreal. Mason Raymond, hard signed auto for the Vancouver Canucks. Mason Raymond. Paul Gardner, Beehive auto for the Pittsburgh Penguins. For the Colorado Avalanche, very nice. Numbered out of 10. Highlight tapes of Patrick Waugh. Very cool hit for Colorado. Four out of 10. Highlight tapes. You called it. That's right. Somebody did call a Patrick Waugh. Very nice. There you have it, guys. Fun little two-boxer of ingrained icons. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. Close enough. Close enough. All right, next up we're going to do Series 1, our 3-boxer. This is the last one we've got full, guys. So if you want to do more tonight, check out the site. Happy to do some more for you guys. There are some other ones close, so check them out. I've cleaned up the site a bit and got rid of the 7 that we've already done. So it tidied it up a bit for you. So you can see what's left. Take me a minute to get a few names entered in here and we'll be good to go. All right, good to go. Here we go, guys. Break 18365. Good luck. Welcome, everybody, to break 18365, our 25-26 Series 1 3-box double up. All right, 16 spots. We have Dave, True North, Gilles, Samluka, Brian, Michael, Dante, Aaron, Brian, Aaron, Darcy 44, Jim, Toronto 1969 in there 3 times. Copy down there again to make up our 32 spots. Dave at the top, down to Toronto at the bottom. Dave at the top, down to Toronto at the bottom. Here we go 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Dave down to Aaron. Dave down to Aaron. Grabbing our teams, Anaheim down through to Winnipeg. Anaheim down through to Winnipeg 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Carolina down to Tampa. Carolina down to Tampa. Here we go, the teams. Dave with Carolina, Toronto with Calgary, True North Ottawa, Jim with Vegas, Aaron with Nashville, Toronto with the Islanders, Michael with Chicago, Dante the Rangers, True North Los Angeles, Jill with Colorado, Toronto with Florida, Michael with Buffalo, Aaron with Philadelphia, Brian New Jersey, Michael with Dallas, Dante with Utah, Sam Luca with Edmonton, Dave with Toronto, Darcy 44 Boston, Michael with Montreal, Sam Luca Anaheim, Toronto 1969 with Washington and Seattle, Jim with Vancouver, Brian with Columbus and Minnesota, Toronto with St. Louis, Brian with San Jose, Aaron with Pittsburgh, Gilles with Winnipeg, Darcy with Detroit, and Aaron with Tampa. Couple of minutes for trades. $30 seconds, guys, for any trades. Our last call. Here we go. Good luck. All right, Dazzler's Pink, Dustin Wolf for Calgary, Mort Sider Bustle, Dylan Holloway Portraits for the Blues. Kyle Connor, Dazzler's Blue for Winnipeg, William Eklund Canvas, and Cup Quest of Roman Yossi. Tracking Systems, Igor Shesterkin, Speckle. Brent Clark, Canvas, Cup Quest, William Eklund. Quinton Byfield Encore for LA, Elvis Merzlikins Tracking Systems, Young Guns Dalibor Dvorsky for the Blues. Canvas Jeremy Swayman for Boston, Yenny Nyman, Young Guns for Seattle, and Artem Levshinov, Portraits Chicago. Elias Sorokin Encore for the Islanders. Cal McCarr, Nathan McKinnon, Compadres, and Ozzy Weisblatt, Young Guns for Nashville. Brady Chuck, Outburst for Ottawa, Sizzle Reel of Mason Marchment, and Goal Oriented of Sidney Crosby. Young Gun Canvas, Matthew Robertson for the New York Rangers, Luca Cagnoni, Young Guns for San Jose, Artemi Panarin, Goal Oriented. Jonathan Marchessault, encore for Nashville. Goal-oriented of Steven Stamkos for Nashville. Dylan Holloway Bustle. Sizzle reel of Luke Evangelista, Mark Gatcombe, Young Guns for the Islanders, and Rasmus Dahlin compositions. William Eklund encore blue for San Jose, Joakim Kemmel encore for Nashville, and sizzle reel of Evan Bouchard. Bustle, Matthew Nyes, Young Guns Matthew Robertson for the Rangers, and Dylan Larkin compositions. Box number 2. Sizzle reel of Sidney Crosby, Nick Foligno canvas for Chicago, Timo Meier Cup Quest. Clayton Keller encore for Utah, Tracking Systems Logan Thompson, Michael Callahan Young Guns for Boston. A canvas Jake Ottinger for Dallas, Zane Perrick Young Guns for the Calgary Flames, and Matthew Tkachuk compositions. Carter Mazur, Young Gun Outburst for the Detroit Red Wings. Next one, Detroit. Sergei Bobrovsky, sizzle reel, and Dougie Hamilton. Zach Werenski encore for Columbus. Samuel Urson encore, and Kent Johnson sizzle reel. Tracking Systems Philip Grubauer. Quinn Hudson, Young Gun for the Edmonton Oilers. Lucas Raymond, goal-oriented. Dazzlers, Jonathan Marchessault, Kaprizov and Ovechkin Canvas Checklist, and Jason Robertson Cup Quest. Troy Terry encore for Anaheim, DeBrincat and Larkin Compadres, Demidov and Levshinov, Young Gun Checklist. Peyton Krebs exclusive out of 100. Buffalo Sabres, sizzle reel, Leon Draisaitl Edmonton, Matthew Wood, portraits. Adam Lowry, canvas, Camlin, Young Guns for San Jose, goal-oriented of Connor McDavid. Adrian Kempe encore for LA, Connor Bedard, Cup Quest Speckle for Chicago, Lane Hudson, Bustle. Out of pack, box number 2. Tracking Systems of Yaroslav Askarov, Carter Mazur, Young Guns for Detroit, and Eric Carlson compositions. Final box. Break 18365. Alright, canvas Patrick Laine from Montreal. Jimmy Snuggerud, Young Guns for St. Louis, and Nick Suzuki compositions. Lucas Raymond encore for Detroit. Brady Tkachuk goal oriented, and Leo Carlson scissor. Tracking Systems of Jacob Markstrom, Nicholas Kakko, Young Guns for Seattle, and Nikita Kucherov, goal-oriented. Young Gun Canvas Camlin for San Jose, Dylan Duke, Young Guns for Tampa, Kirill Kaprizov, goal-oriented. Dustin Wolf encore for Calgary, Cole Caulfield encore Montreal, Evander Kane Bustle. Tracking Systems, Andrei Vasilevsky, Donovan Sabrango, Young Guns for Ottawa, David Pasternak compositions. Tracking Systems, Stuart Skinner for Edmonton, canvas of Cole Caulfield and Kirill Kaprizov Cup Quest. Macklin Celebrini Encore for San Jose, Line and Slavkovsky Compadres, Riley Duran, Young Guns for Boston. Jackson Blake Outburst for Carolina, Sizzle Reel of Dakota Joshua, Alex Ovechkin Portraits. Morgan Geeky Dazzlers for Boston, Jake Sanderson Canvas, Dalibor Dvorsky St. Louis Portraits. Vince Dunn Encore for Seattle, Jesper Bratt Bussell and Oliver Moore, Young Guns for Chicago. And final pack. A Young Gun exclusive. Nice hit for the Calgary Flames, number 12 out of 100, Zane Perrick. Congrats to Calgary. Young Gun exclusive, a good one too. Beauty. Congrats to Toronto, 1969. And Charlie Lindgren, Tracking Systems, and Jack Hughes compositions. All right, 2 randoms to do. All right, first up, Minnesota, Washington for the canvas checklist. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That one going to the Washington Capitals. And next up, Montreal and Chicago for the Young Gun checklist. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Going to Montreal. All right, that does it for a 3-boxer of Series 1. Congrats to Calgary. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. All right, how are we doing on these other ones, guys? We've got, what? A Mega Mixer giveaway break we can do. That one is down to just, was it 16? We have only 5 left in the Chicago Centennial break. We also have some Platinum, which is getting close. And then Allure. So there's lots getting down there, so if you guys want to do some more, got a bit of work to do here, so you can have a look at the site and see if you guys want to do some more. I think we should do some more. For sure. Still lots of time. You guys want? Could be. Shiny versus paper. I know Jimmy did a two boxer the other night. I'm not sure. I didn't see what was pulled from it. There might be people in the room that saw that. It wasn't my night of breaks when he did it. I know they've been selling in the store, but I haven't seen anyone open them in store, so I'm not 100% sure. But I know there's some nice stuff in there. I've seen all the previews. Work on some stuff for tomorrow while we wait. Yeah, again, it'll be my first time doing it too, so we'll be new together. But obviously, with Chicago, I mean, there's obviously some big stuff possible for sure. That's got quite. That team has quite the history of studs. For sure. Down to 13. Nice. Utah gone. The 5-10 minutes, guys. See if we can get some movement on Allure. Seems to be the one everyone wants to go. Down to 13 in Allure. It's going to be a busy one tomorrow. Lots of breaks well on their way. Yeah, I would think so. I would think so. New Jersey gone. Twelve left. Hey, Kevin. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I sure would. I'd say 95%. There was that one case that I did, which was not good. the one in the one inner. But all the rest were fire. But there was one that was kind of like, it was okay. Yeah, me too. I was waiting for something big. I was waiting. I was hoping. Yeah. it till about 1:45, guys. See if some more spots sell. So we can always kick off the night with some allure tomorrow. I have posted up some more breaks for tomorrow as well, including one more OPG. We're gonna work on some new mixers for you guys tomorrow too. I'd love to do a cup case for you guys, but it's just so expensive. I don't know quite how it would fly. Yeah, that's right. Everybody just grab one. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it with fading there. We'll start off tomorrow, I'm sure, with Allure. Thanks for a great night, everyone. Hope you enjoyed OPG. I know it's a bit long-winded, but... oh, excuse me again. Yeah, it's good. It's a bit fun, something different. We'll try and restrict it to just one a night, I think, going forward. They should fill pretty quick. All right, really appreciate it, guys. Thanks. I don't know why I'm sneezing. It's crazy. Have a good night, everyone. Really appreciate it, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, guys.